Sure. So we picked up a minor side job, and by minor I mean it's a pretty big deal, from a druid acolyte to go save their druid master. The White Paw, the leader of the town that we're in, found out about us and kind of didn't like the fact that we meddled, and so we are now allowed to deal with this situation, but that's about it from her. And so we made our way to this sacred grove, went underneath it, and we found some bugs.
Just some tiny bugs, nothing to worry about.
Tiny bugs for now.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, they're just little purple worms.
To add to that, Cal, your rogue friend, decided to steal an enchanted emerald from White Paw.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I wanted to speak to that actually, both because Zone of Truth is supposed to work for just everyone in general, and because I want to fuck with you. I've decided that as long as you have that enchantment, you physically cannot lie to Bright Paw or anyone from the Hassery. But if you want to lie to just anyone else, you have to succeed at a DC 10 flat check, or else you can't.
It's like liar, liar.
I'll accept that challenge.
So you have fucked your capacity to lie until you either get that dispelled or give it back.
You have to put the coin back in the chest.
You can make a movie out of that.
Seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that was a pretty good summary of where we were, so I can show you the battle map we ended on.
You're saying that
Spooters.
like we can't talk peace out of this.
You are welcome to try. So, give my description again. You guys entered this big opening of a cavern from what had been a pretty close tunnel, and you see Ratkin, a diminutive feral kind of Zoan that typically likes to live in these tunnels, all scurrying and fighting with these spiders roughly the size of like a good medium dog or so, and they seem to have already wrapped up some of the invaders because some of these bundles of web are jerking and squirming with obviously still, for now, living occupants.
My screen or my map is all just plain black. Is that supposed to be that way?
Yeah, same
here.
Let me see. Is that better?
There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I was making other maps today, and I might have accidentally put Fog of War on that one.
Ah,
But everything seems good now.
yep, I can see now.
Mm-hmm.
I can see clearly now. The fog is gone.
And I made her a token. You have Nola Pathwalker here with you for the time being. Try not to kill her.
Which one is she?
Is that a challenge?
The bear.
Nice.
There were two. There was another
The
bear.
not
That's why I
angry
wanted to ask.
I love it.
No, that's a cute bear.
Should have taken art from Armello.
That is art from Armella.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
I am a floofy bear.
We have good taste.
Yeah, I think we are good to get started and go right into combat if you guys are.
Let's do it.
Jump right in.
All right, we can roll some initiatives. Does anyone want to play Mish while Richter's gone, or do you guys want me to handle that?
I would rather not.
Normally, I wouldn't have any problems volunteering, but I know nothing about that class.
What is
Yeah,
it?
same. Blood Hunter.
I can say at this level, the class is mostly buff your weapon with the bonus action and then White Swing. But yeah, I can try and manipulate them if y'all want.
Yeah, I can't even pull up his stats on the character sheet.
Also, probably best for me not to, just because I am 2 for 2 on getting friends' characters killed in combat when they weren't there.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's impressive.
Richter die in another game.
Ooh, she rolled pretty good. Hold on a second. The Rattling just got a 20.
Nice.
Time to die.
Alright, is everyone on there, you think?
Looks like it.
I don't see you, Drew.
Oh.
You didn't select your token, did you?
No. I guess not.
Because neither did I.
What did you roll?
An 8.
Okay, you were last anyway. Alright, so starting up would be Mish. So I suppose she will move and activate her weapon.
Start killing rats.
Yeah, let's see.
We're on a ledge, right?
Yeah, so sorry, I'm reading their shit, but
Sorry.
this is a step down. Those are cliffs. You can go around all the way in a spiral if you want. You can try and jump down. That's a good 10 to 15 foot jump, so you might have to roll if you want to land well. Alright, she's gonna attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Okay, so she gets to the edge of the walkway here where there's a break, and you can see a little bridge put against it. She takes her weapon out in spear mode and just uses the reach to skewer the Rattling on the other side, and just one shot like kills it with a burst of radiant energy.
Well, she is a cat. That adds up.
Alright, so now the other Rattlings. So This one down here is going to run and attack the spooter. He rolled a 4. He does not hit the spooter. And then this one is going to skiddy down the stairs and attack the web. Hits that. So you'll see this rattling with a little like super shitty rusted and ruined short sword just hack at the web here. Revealing another rattling that he freed, which is going to attack the spider and roll a natural 20.
These rattlings, man.
He's angry.
Which does 2d4 damage for 4 damage. So this spider is still alive. And then one more 10. Yeah, that hits for 1 damage. Alright, spider's turn. Alright, the one down here attacking the rat for hit. 4 damage, so he is wounded but still alive. Okay, and then these two are going to combine their forces on the one that was freed, double team him, and just make him wish that he had not been freed. And then, does anyone have particularly high passive perception?
Nope.
Mine
13?
is 11.
You said 13, Drew?
Yeah.
And what about you, Moon?
I have a 10.
Okay.
Very perceptive group.
How do I check that? Because I am a ding dong.
It's under your skill list box.
Yeah, right under where it says skills, you have a little bar that says passive perception.
Oh, okay. Mine's a 9.
A 9?
Our rogue is going to be very good at spotting traps.
How do you got a -1 in wisdom? That's funny.
Yeah, because I dumped it in a Dex in Charisma.
Yeah. I know. It's just kind of funny because you rolled so well otherwise. But so no one can see it because this isn't even a higher jump up here. But you guys can hear additional scurrying of spiders up there. So now we'll move on to Melanie.
Oh. Just see this real quick. Yeah. What's that? 90 feet. How can I figure out distance?
So there's a ruler tool on the left. It's underneath the magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. Okay. Okay, yeah. I will bonus action you cast Hex on
This far spider here.
yeah, that one there. It's range of 90 feet.
Alright, he is hexed.
And then I'll use Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay, you can roll that attack. $19 will hit.
Okay. Let me apply the extra damage.
For 2.
Wow.
That's unfortunate. The spiderling is still alive, but it definitely felt that damage, and you'll see 8 slightly bioluminescent red eyes peer at you from across this pit in the middle.
That's fine. You can stay over there.
With a single tear running down one of its cheeks.
Is that all for your turn? You want to move at all, or?
I'm fine there.
All right, we'll move on to Nola, who, she's going to reach into her bag and pull out a pebble, fit it into a sling, and shoot this ratling. And she rolled pretty poorly, but they don't have very high AC. Yeah, okay, with her wisdom bonus. So you see the pebble absolutely blast this ratling in the middle of the forehead, and he just keels over and his back leg starts twitching a little bit. And she... Go ahead.
It's like shooting rats with a pellet gun.
She is going to move up behind Mitty here. So, Vinali, on to you.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and drop a moonbeam right between these two.
Do you have the card for that?
Yes. On their turns, when they start their turn, they make the save to take damage or half.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So that moonbeam is there, and you said between the rat and the spider?
Yes.
I have a good feeling that on their turn they will both die.
Probably. Unless I roll 2 ones.
Hey,
Any movement or anything?
I am going to go ahead and actually head back up towards the way we came in and just kind of chill up here and keep my eye out for anything coming down over the walls.
All right, make a perception check. All right, you keep a firm ear out.
And that's my turn.
All right, Cal, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I might make my way downtown by Mish.
All right, so you were there.
Yes.
All right, so that was 30 feet of movement. Do you want to dash and move again as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll do that. And how far do I get?
You get 30 more feet.
Alright, I think that seems safe, and I will hang out here. Because I can't attack now, right? I can't throw anything since I've moved.
No, so you can. Rogues can dash as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can still shoot or stab or whatever.
can I throw a dagger?
Yeah.
Rat boy?
Okay, you can do that.
I've already diddly done forgot how to do anything. Oh wait, hold on.
So
Is
you
that
should
right?
have. Yeah, that works. This isn't technically sneak attack, so don't check that box, but you can roll damage. You click the name dagger in the chat. 4 damage. And he was already hurt, so yeah. Throw the knife, and it kills the rat. You'll see as it sort of slurps down with like a sound. That the spider that was behind him is like chittering with his mandibles. He just looks over up at you now.
Can I chitter back and try to intimidate him?
You've used all of your
Fuck,
actions and
okay.
stuff.
Darn.
But Cal tries to.
Probably insulted that poor spider's mother.
Alright, Mitty, it is your turn.
All right. Okay, so this is just one. Okay. Mitty is going to go ahead and rage.
Alrighty.
And then he shall. Let's see. He's going to use. He's going to dash.
Alright. Do you still have a 30-foot movement range?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 60 then with a dash.
Right there. Can't count today. How do you do the ruler thing?
It's under the magnifying glass on the toolbar on the left. I think you have one more square if you want to.
Shall do that. Oh, I forgot to mention what I'm transforming. I'm gonna do my fangs this time.
Okay. You know, I should have said it before you moved past it. This bridge is not very sturdy and it's not very big. Can you make a acrobatics check as you go over it?
Yes.
Okay, now you're fine. 17.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're right up next to the spider. You've used all your actions and stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now it would go back to Mish. I will say top of the initiative order. Everyone except for Vinali, who already rolled, make a perception check. Ooh, those are high. You got one from you, Rainbow?
Perception. I feel really stupid. Hold on. Where is this?
In the skills box to the left, it's underneath nature and above performance. $60. Yeah, those are all pretty high. Except for Mish, who's not paying attention. But so the three of you that rolled above a 15. Yeah, three. Yeah, the three of you that rolled above 15. You do hear, as I mentioned, the scurrying from the walkway above where you started. But at the top of the order, you begin to hear a much deeper and higher, like a bass note sound coming from the pit beneath you as well.
Fun. I picked right going fangs.
Alright, so now Mish is going to move. 6. Okay, and she can't quite get in range to attack with one move. So she's just going to have to dash. Spider gets an opportunity attack, but he rolls a 7, so that misses. Yep, alright, that's her turn. Ratlings. So what kind of save do they need to make, Azur?
Let me double check the DC. A DC 14 con save.
Constitution. Okay, well, he failed. Wait, hold on.
And
9.
takes-
You said it's 14, not 11?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, yeah, he fails.
So it takes 7 radiant damage.
Okay, he turns into a nice lavender scented smoke pile. So all of those ratlings are dead. All of the ratlings that are freed are dead. So you will see, Midi, this bundle, then that bundle. Yeah, just those two. Those two at the south there wiggle aggressively at the your presence. Right, Spider. So the one of them next to you is going to attack you, Midi. One's going to attack Mish. The one against you, Midi, is 13 plus 1, so 14 versus AC.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, so that no damage then. And then against Mish, rolled a 5, so that's gonna miss too. So both of the ones fighting your vanguard try to bite and are batted away, or some other defensive maneuvers. The two on the ground here are going to move over towards the cliff edge, rear back on their sharpened legs, and they're going to launch a volley of sticky web that lobs up the cliff at you, Vinali, and you, Melanie.
The one that was by the now dead rat would also have been in the moonbeam.
That's true. So he succeeded with a 19. So does he take half damage from that?
7 again then.
Oh no, he's dead. That was a good roll with 2d10.
Yeah.
Okay, so one web blast then. Odds or evens. That is odds. So Melanie, you're getting a web blast shot at you for AC 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so you take three bludgeoning damage, and your
Yep.
speed is 0 until the web is removed with an action.
Okay.
Alright, the one over here is going to move a few squares, and then I don't think. "50 feet. Nah, that's not in range, so he can't do anything. He'll dash, I guess. Oh, my screen is fucking up. There we go. Okay, so he'll dash. I think that's all the little spiders, yeah. Alright, Melanie, it's your turn then.
Don't like how you said little spiders.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so Melanie's gonna be like, ew, gross, 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 gross. With the being webbed up. And she'll again do Eldritch Blast on that same spider that she hit before.
Alright, roll that attack.
I respect the fact that you don't have to move to do any of this.
It's a range of 120.
It's a big mood.
Yeah, unfortunately an 8's not gonna cut it.
These two freaked out about the spider webs.
Mhm. They have very low AC, but 3 is not a very
Not
high
that
roll.
low.
So, did you have anything else you needed to do?
No bonus and can't move, so nope.
Okay, Nola. She, not really being combat focused, is going to see you get stuck, like plastered against the wall, Melanie, and she'll turn back and, oh no, oh dear, and she'll spend her turn grabbing like fistfuls of this extra sticky web and trying to like untangle you from the corner there. So we'll move on to Vinali then.
I am just going to use my action to shift the moonbeam on top of this approaching spider.
On this one there.
Yes.
Okay, so at the start of his turn, he'll get fried.
Hopefully.
Any other actions or anything?
It's my action to do that. I could cast Spiritual Weapon, but I think I'll hold off on that for now. I don't want to use up both of my second level spell slots until I know what's going on more.
Okay, so we'll move on to Cal then.
I'm trying to remember how to do the path. Like from the token. So I'm not just clicking and dragging them and hoping that it's a good distance.
Okay, so if you pick them up but don't drop them, and then right click, you can move it and it'll show you, and then right click again to like tell it to branch there.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna come down here and give the spider what for.
Alrighty.
It's not going. Okay.
12 will hit. 4 damage. He is still alive, but you stick a dagger in between the armored plates of its back, and it just screeches as some sickly green liquid kind of starts to pool out.
And I can disengage, right?
You can as a bonus, yeah.
Okay, I will.
Oh, actually, sorry, that should have been sneak attack. Roll your sneak attack damage. You should be able to just click it, yeah. 3? Yeah, that does it. No, that killed him.
Okay. Well, I will pry the dagger out of him, and that'll be it for me, I think.
Alright, Midi, it's up to you.
All right. Is it a full action to remove the webbing on that webbed person?
It would be if you wanted to attack it. I would say so, yeah.
Okay. What if I just wanted to like remove enough to see what's inside?
I'll let you do that if you make a athletics check. Which you have advantage on from raging, but you don't need it. So you grab a fistful of the web at like roughly what you think is head height and just tear it free, and you just see a little rat snoot sticking out and just
I want to bite the snoot.
you bite his snoot. Okay, roll again because I would give you advantage because he's restrained.
Okay.
Let's see, 7. So yeah, the 18 will hit. Making sure restrained doesn't give crits. No, okay, so just normal damage then. 10 damage. Okay, rat inside the web is dead.
Spit out the snoot, and I'll start moving towards.
So you gave him a brief glimpse at freedom, and then literally just like spat in his face.
Cal's gonna watch you go by after spitting out that snoot, and he just looks a little disgusted at you. Just a little bit.
Bear has no care. Bear is bear right now.
All right. Anything else?
That is all I can do.
All right. Top of the order. The sound from within the pit becomes noticeably louder to the point where everyone can hear it now. You hear the unmistakable sound of rocks, loose ones clattering and bouncing off the edge of the pit as they tumble down a surprising distance as they keep falling before you hear them hit the bottom. However, what will catch your attention more than that is one of the spiderlings off the top here falling or being thrown back 20 feet, falling down the cliff, hitting the ground on his back, and splatting and dying.
Someone's having a rough day.
So, Mish is going to attack the spider here. She will bonus action to change her trick weapon from spear to rapier mode. Yeah, and incinerate the spider. Probably say something that was attempting to be witty, and then move forward, but leave space for Mitty to hit the spider if they want. Ratlings? There are no more ratling. No, there's one ratling wiggling inside of this webbing.
Is he able to see through the webbing what Mitty did to his friend? Just out of curiosity. Okay.
No, he is not. I had him attack with disadvantage. He rolled a 4, so he could not even free himself from the web. Let's see, spider. The one by you guys, Vinali takes a save, right?
Yes.
That is an 8. 8 plus its constitution?
Yes.
8 plus 0, so just fail for 12 damage, and he also becomes lavender scented ash. That was a good use of that spell. You got 3 kills with it.
I so rarely do well with this spell.
The one will move up and attack Mish for natural 20. So that does 6 points of piercing damage. And then DC Constitution save. Fail at 5. So Mish is also poisoned now. Alright, so I don't know what a good icon for that is. But yeah. Melanie, move on to you.
Yeah, Melanie will quickly thank Nola for helping her get out. Do a quick sidestep and try and take out this spider across the chasm.
3rd time's the charm. Yeah, that'll hit.
That's better.
It's a lot more than double one. So although Mish is poisoned, she gets to watch with some appreciation as the spider is incinerated in front of her. Because most people tend to flavor theirs differently. What does Melanie's Eldritch Blast look like?
It's kind of like this lavendery beam of energy that just streaks out.
Is it in the shape of a heart?
No, not hearts. It'll probably actually have like flowers come off of it.
I feel like your party needs to be sponsored by Glade at this point.
We are our own.
All right, was that all, Melanie?
Because I knocked that, I get temporary hit points because my Dark One's blessing.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can feel free to add that then.
Yeah, I get 6, I believe. Yeah, charisma plus warlock level. So that's it. That's my turn.
All right, Nola will look around. See the range on that. Yeah, it's 60 feet. So she'll move down a few spaces so that she is in range of one more. In range of Mish, and she will cast Healing Word to give her a little bit of healing for 4 points. And yeah, that's pretty much it from her. Vinali.
Okay. I assume that by now even I have become aware of the rumblings in the hole.
Yeah, at the top of this round, they got significantly louder.
I am going to intentionally drag my moonbeam over the hole on the way to that cocoon at the bottom, just to see if I can illuminate anything. It only illuminates its space, so it's not like a huge bright cone or anything, but maybe I'll light something up.
Okay, can you use maybe the ruler and show like the path you want it to take?
I forget how to like break the link on that to have it like move in different directions.
Oh, right click in the space you're going to.
Ah, okay. Oh, that moves my map at the same time. That is really weird.
Yeah, I was having that same exact problem.
Yeah, that's I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm having real difficulty doing it.
There's probably a setting to turn off somewhere.
Probably.
But yeah,
But
you're
basically
mostly-
just out to the middle and then straight down.
Okay, I gotcha. You still have a vantage point. Midi probably has a vantage point. You drag the moonbeam over, and you don't illuminate anything properly. But those of you that can see right over the edge, you will see a slight refraction off of several very large teal eyes.
Oh, and for what it's worth, it is a 40-foot high cylinder, so I don't know how deep down that would drag it.
I can tell you that will not reveal the bottom.
I figured as much.
But any movement or other actions?
I'm gonna stay where I am. I was like, should I try and slide down? And I was like, no, because if I really screw it up and just like fucking face plant, then I'm gonna lose concentration on Moonbeam. So better not to take the risk.
All right, Cal, it is your turn.
I'm trying to pick up my token. There we go. I'm gonna squeeze past Mitty here and throw a dagger at Cobwebby Boy.
At this web. Oh, sorry, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, roll an attack at advantage. $13 will hit. And that should have had sneak attack too.
Oof.
Pretty much any time you have advantage, it's sneak attack too. Which Mitty and Mish and Cal, you will have seen that cocoon bundle squirming. Cal steps around, chucks one of his daggers into it. You don't hear any noise, but it stops squirming.
Excellent. Okay.
Then later we peel away the webbing and it's like the ambassador to some foreign nation.
I think that'll be it for me.
Don't worry, it was a rattling.
Oh. Actually, can I... This is going to sound cruel, but if I nudge him, his body, will it fall into the void?
The rattlings?
Yeah.
Well, it's currently bound in web that's stuck to the ground.
Okay, never mind. I wanted to see how far down it would fall into the pit, but I don't want to struggle with it because it's too close.
But yeah, theoretically, if someone wanted to, as their action, you could toss one of the assorted bodies down there at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was considering. But I'm good.
Alright, Mitty, there doesn't appear to be any active enemies on the battlefield for you.
How high is the sledge here?
About 15 feet down. From where you are right now, I will say a bad jump might take you far.
Yeah.
Just warning you.
I'm going to... Let's see.
That's where you don't want to go.
I can't move my thing without moving the camera.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Could I jump off this way safely?
You can jump that way and you think you'd be mostly safe.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
So you make a big jump down, make an acrobatics check just to see how you land.
How many joint crunchies are we gonna get to hear tonight, boys?
Belly flop.
It's not a very graceful landing. You kind of smash your knee a little bit, but you find solid ground at very least.
And then I guess I'll dash and move. over here.
Okay. At the top of the round, the creature in the pit makes itself known, as with several large thuds just kunk, kunk, kunk in rapid succession. You see one gray arm make itself present over the edge, then a second and third and fourth, until scrambling up onto the lip of the tunnel here, a very, very, very large spider. The others were, like I said, roughly pet-sized, but the creature that clambers out, covered in gray fur and it's bristly, sticking up in all directions, is a creature more the size of a bear, maybe, or a large horse or something. But as it pulls itself up onto the edge, Nola, Melanie, those of you still to this side, will notice that its eyes are opaque and cloudy, and they don't seem to be darting around and tracking movement the way that the other spiders had been. Thankfully, however, it felt something charging across the pit.
Distraction card effects, go!
So it, although it was moving a little lumbering as it clambered up, as it fixated on the movement with surprising rapidity, it kind of scurried around the edge of the cliff there to look at you, Mitty. And it is going to make a ranged web attack against you at
Coward.
natural 20.
Coward.
Alright, so you take 11 bludgeoning damage, which is halved for you.
So 6?
5.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything rounds down. And then you need to make a contested athletics check with it.
Okay. Actually, I get advantage on that, don't I?
Yeah, you should roll one more time.
16 is what it's going to be.
Okay. It rolled a 16, but has an athletic skill of +5.
Oh.
So, unlike the net of web cast by the other spiders, this one leans back and it fires from its mandibles a spool of web that crashes into you, Mitty, with propulsive force enough to hurt you even through your rage. But then you feel your bare paws leave the ground as it yanks you across the lip of the pit right here to stand precariously at the edge with it right up in your face.
Fun.
Then we'll move on to Mish, who is very concerned for her bear friend. She is going to try to jump down as well, but
This goes well with poison.
yeah, let me check. Poison just is disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 15, 16. What's her, well... Her acrobatics is +6, so yeah, her lowest is a 21. So much more gracefully than than you, Mitty. She sticks the landing, jumping down here. Is gonna try and follow after you. Get within range of it by dashing. That's as much as she can do. Alright. Then we'll move on to Spider. Hold on one second. he just took his turn. So Nola will go. She'll get to the edge, which I think is in range, and then she will. Yeah, she'll magic stone it again. And miss with an 8. So she tries to shoot the much larger spider with her enchanted sling, and it just the pebble bounces off of its thick hairy hide and just tumbles back into the pit. And she kind of will take a step back and reflexively and like, oh no, that's very not good. Melanie.
Okay, I will bonus action move my hex over to the giant spider.
Alrighty.
And I forgot to do this before, but I'll give the giant spider disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, that will probably matter.
Yes. And then Eldritch Blast.
Make that attack. See, 11 does not hit. Just misses.
Oh.
Is that all from you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
Vinali.
Okay. I am going to action move my moonbeam on top of the gigantic spider. And
Alrighty.
bonus action, I will go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon right next to it.
Right, I need to make you a spiritual weapon token.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to want it to look like, but I'm thinking it's just for the flavor going to be just like this medium creature sized like brightly burning star of energy that just lashes out with tendrils.
Okay. For tonight, it is a rattling.
Fair enough.
And so, do you get an attack with that?
Yes. Ooh, good roll.
Yeah, 20 will hit. Oof, 10 damage. Alright, that's all of your actions.
Yep.
And you're still staying put in the door there?
Yeah.
Cal, it is your turn.
Okay. Now my map is doing the thing.
Well, what are you trying to do?
I was going to go to the ledge where Mitty had gone and try to jump down.
Alright, so that's 10 feet of movement to get there, and then if you want to jump off, make an acrobatics check. No, I need a save for Mish's poison. Nope, still poisoned.
Let me refresh real quick and see if that helps. So I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, but you landed just fine, so I'm assuming you want to try and get closer to the spider.
Yes, sir.
Alright, that's as far as you can get with movement. You are in 30 feet, though, so I think you're good to dagger.
Would I be able to dagger around Mitty? He's
Wait.
like right in my line of sight.
Is the short range 20 feet on those? Yeah, it is. So you can dagger, it would be at disadvantage. Unless you wanted to bonus action dash to get closer to him.
Could I do that?
Yeah, so you have 30 more feet after that.
Okay, okay.
Basically lets you get anywhere in that region.
Now it moved. Now it let me do it. That's weird. Okay. Can I wedge myself up between them and give it a stippy sab?
Yep, you may.
Let me get my character sheet back open. Is this at advantage or not?
Not at advantage, but if it does damage, you can sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will hit. So tick your sneak attack box and then click the dagger in chat and it should roll it both. All right, for 9. Okay, wow. 10, might as well be 10 back to back, so taking some hits. I think that's everything from you.
Yes, sir.
Midi, you are right up against the spider. I will say that you are considered grappled, so be that as it may.
Grapple just means that I can't move away from it, right?
Yeah, your speed becomes 0, and basically that's it. You just can't run.
Okay, I am going to bite him recklessly.
Okay.
This is how you get poisoned.
Spider, good for you.
Crispy spider legs. Yeah, 16 will hit. For 5 damage. Okay. Kind of a shame you have to be below half to get that healing.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
You could just lifesteal tank him.
I mean, that's why I popped it, just in case if I ever do get below in this fight.
Alright, so you recklessly bite into him. He sort of writhes a bit in pain. He's taken a few nasty blasts of magic and sneak attack damage, and seems like he's regretting maybe his choice of attacking that particular target or that side of the map. Alright, top of the order. A couple things are going to happen. Number 1, Venali. Spider hits the ground beside you and Melanie and dies. He just hits the ground of the cavern on his back and just instantly kind of soft shell crabs with his innards spewing over the rock.
Vanelli just like takes a half step back, realizes he's almost at the edge of the cavern, and just goes, "Ugh, gross."
And then coming up from the darkness from above you, paying attention to sounds that maybe you didn't realize until perhaps too late. Top of the cavern lights up as a rather large, a big horned demonic figure stands at the top of the cliff up here, sort of angrily tearing apart stray bits of webbing from its shoulders and arms that had previously restrained it. It is going to leap down there. As it leaps, as it's like falling in this space um, between the the cliff up there as it passes by you, Finale, it's going to throw a hand out.
Fair enough.
Make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh no.
I do have a get out of jail free card here, hopefully, but we'll see how this goes first. Oh, might not need it.
Like the spider, this one has a athletics of +5, but it rolled a 2. So it tries to reach out and uh like a cat knocking something off the counter, like just grab you and pull you over the edge, but you kind of deftly scramble back from the ledge there, and its hand, which is about the size of your torso, just closes in empty air.
Just stick my tongue out at it.
But that is the Goring Demon's turn. So we'll move on to Mish, who will attack at disadvantage. Rolls a 3, so that misses. She will shimmy around and attempt to save against the poison and succeed, so she is no longer poisoned. Spider's turn. It still has you grappled, Mitty.
First, it has to make a moonbeam save.
Right. Okay, so that is natural 20.
Okay, so half damage. Oof. So 2 damage.
Okay, so that puts it at roughly 30 damage taken. So it's definitely feeling the hurt, which is why Mish would see it, and Cal, you see it. It sort of tenses its 8 legs on the ground. They kind of crack the earth at the lip of the hole here, and it jumps 20 feet into the hole and begins to fall with Mitty.
Whee!
So Mish and Cal would get opportunity attacks against it.
I'm not sure what's worse, being dragged into the hole by this thing or free falling with this thing if it's dead.
Well, if I'm free falling with it, I can use it as a cushion.
Or it goes on top of you.
that too. Episode 4, the first party kill.
Oh god.
Or first player kill.
Did you want an opportunity attack at Rainbow?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Roll a weapon attack. And it is sneak attacks. You can roll that too. And it's gonna matter. Oh no. Okay. It jumps off into the pit. A lower, basier version of the spiderlings from earlier, just kind of chittering and in pain. But as it begins to fall, and you're already, with how heavy this thing is, 15, 20 feet down from the lip of the hole, right, Mitty? And falling faster, but you felt it yank you off with force, and now suddenly its 2 front appendages around you go limp as it's just falling with a dagger embedded in one of its big eyes.
Oh lord.
But you are free falling into a pit, and even as far down as you are now, you cannot see the bottom.
Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but pull out an axe and try to cartoonishly swim to a wall and embed it in there and hopefully catch myself.
All right, we'll see how you do on your turn.
Well, it was fun playing with you guys.
I don't know if you guys remember the movie Armageddon.
Yep.
Bye, Max!
Nola, who just watched her fellow Urso fall into the pit, and now sees this giant fuck off demon with horns like that a stag or a goat wishes they had, is going to turn tail and run back into the tunnel from whence you guys came. As she leaves, she will do a quick heroism. Never mind, druids don't learn that spell. She's not going to do anything then, she just runs.
Valid.
Alright, Melanie, it's your turn.
Okay, that changed things. So the spider is dead and falling.
It is dead and falling. I would even say by this point you can't see its body anymore.
I will, I guess, use my bonus action and move the hex onto the demon.
Okay.
And I'll do disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Alrighty.
And then I'll hold an Eldritch Blast until it attacks somebody of my party members.
Okay, so you hold an Eldritch Blast until it attacks. Gotcha. So that's all from you?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll move closer to the ledge. Just get a better vantage.
Okay. Vinali.
Okay, I'm gonna move my moonbeam on top of our new demon friend, and also move my spiritual weapon over to it.
What was the range you could move those spiritual weapons? Like 20 feet, right?
Spiritual weapon's 20, and moonbeam is 60. Moonbeam I can definitely do,
Yeah, you can get them both there.
and I can attack with the spiritual weapon.
Oh,
I hope
23 will
hits.
hit. For 9 damage. Gotcha.
And I am going to slink around behind this spider corpse. Oops, it would help if I had the right mouse token selected.
And
There
then
we go.
with that, you unleash your Eldritch Blast, Melanie.
I said when the demon would attack someone.
Oh, sorry. I internalized that as when someone attacks the demon. I got it backward.
That's fine.
But yeah, so you're good, Finale. Cal, you watched your bear friend get yeeted over the edge.
Uh. Now it's not letting me pick up the token again.
Do you have the right tool selected? The mouse?
Yeah, that's what I just did. I was still on ruler.
Yeah, okay. I will scoot down this way. And, can I shout into the void after
Okay,
him
you can try.
and see if I can hear him if he says anything back? Or Mitty? I don't know how far down he's gone, so I don't know if he will hear me or if I would hear him. But okay, at least it's still alive then.
Yeah, you hear his screaming trailing off as the Doppler effect kicks in.
Isn't that one rat guy still alive?
That rat is a spiritual weapon from Finale.
Oh, my bad. I was prepared to kick its ass. Okay, I will throw a dagger at Big Boy.
Roll and attack. 14 hits. Yep. It's not sneak attack, but you do get damage. 5 points. Gotcha.
Yeah, sadly, spiritual weapons do not count for engagement.
Yeah. I think it's already like a super fucking good spell.
True. Concentration free damage for a bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Midi, you are free falling.
Yep. Let's see. How
You have your voice changer on.
I do.
Can I roll insight to see if it would be better to try and catch myself on the rock wall or try and use the dead spider to cushion my fall?
Yeah, I'll say roll. You can either roll insight or roll just a straight intelligence check.
Any chance I could do survival?
Has Midi ever been in a situation where he's fallen before?
um Probably not this high, no.
Then I would say the smartest thing to me would be just a straight intelligence check.
Oops, I didn't mean to roll that at advantage.
Okay, so you're going with a 19?
Yeah.
As you are falling down this very long descent, the spider that you're still kind of clutching onto is fairly bulky, and you have the feeling that it probably could do a decent job of cushioning a normal fall. This isn't a normal fall, however. You get the sensation very quickly, and certain flashes of memory are going through your mind right now of tales of just how far down, even beneath the root, the Arakai make their home. There are horror stories of tunnels going just down forever. So there is, in that flash recognition, you think maybe don't trust just breaking the fall, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, I will yeah, I'm gonna pull out one of my axes and I'm going to try and like momentum my way over to a side of the wall where I think I can try and hook it. And as I'm falling, Midi's going to scream
Mom, Mommer.
Okay.
Yep.
Make an athletics check. I will say at this point, not having been attacked, I wouldn't. You're not raging anymore. Oh, 17's pretty high. So 6-second increments of falling. You start to uh with just sheer like swimming in air, kicking, with your feet and your arms, trying to angle your fall towards the wall of this tunnel that is racing past as you go by. Um, you do a pretty good job. You think that you are going to be able to impact the side before you splat. Now, you might just splat against the side. We'll see. Top of the turn. Goring demon, very angry at being wrapped up in web, moves over, uh, literally just fucking yeets these corpses around to
He
stand.
does take the moonbeam damage first.
Sure, that is a.
It's not gonna kill it, but may as well get it out of the way.
It rolled a 5 on its save, so full
Oh,
damage.
nice. Roll 20. I'll try doing it again. There it goes.
So
Good damn. Oh, there it
16.
goes. I knew it was gonna do it twice the second I did it a second time.
Well, it rolled the same both times.
I mean, it's
Okay.
roll 20. Are we really surprised?
No. All right, 16 damage. Um, making an intelligence check. It rolled a 3. It doesn't know where the moon came from. It thinks that the rogue in front of it is doing that because it watched him throw a dagger at it.
Cool.
Cal, the demon, sees you, walks up to you. This fucker is probably 9 feet tall, so it towers over you, and he's as wide as barn doors. You see roughly humanoid in form, with gray skin that's stretched very taut over muscles. It looks almost kind of emaciated, but like incredibly fit underneath it. Like its musculature is much healthier than the rest of its body. It has the oversized tusks coming out of its mouth, but its true weapon of choice would appear to be the giant rack of horns that twist uh, almost like a corkscrewed ram horns straight up on its head. It doesn't use those on you, however. It just fucking shoves you.
Oh no.
So make a contested athletics check.
Oh no.
Oh no! You can't used Saved by the Gods on other people, right? Denali?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Am I gonna go
Uh,
join MIDI? Yep.
yeah.
Alright then.
It shoves you one hand. The palm is the size of your chest. It just stiff arms you, and immediately you're, let's say, 10 feet over the pit, and you start plummeting as well. As it falls, Melanie, you hear and understand it say in pandemonic, um, I hope the imps at the bottom feast on your soul.
Well, as it says that, I use my held action and hit it with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you can roll that attack. Yeah, that hits. All right, so you fire off a blast and hit it. Uh, Slightly confused momentarily because it thought it got rid of the rogue that was hitting it. You see it sort of sniffing the air like an animal trying to find a scent, and it just rotates its head without like moving the rest of its body to look at you guys up on the cliff. All right, Mish is going to she can't do a whole lot, so she'll just go up and try and stab the thing. I'll say she'll switch it to spear mode. Yeah, that hits. So as it turns to look at you two, she will jab it with her spear. There's a flash of radiant damage that sort of sears the side of the demon, but its eyes are still fixed at the cliff up there. Spiders are dead. Nola, if you look behind you into the tunnel, Vanali or Melanie, she's gone. She's ran.
Smart.
So it's back to the warlock's turn.
Melanie will look at Benali and say, "Are we taking this?"
How does this thing look at this point?
It definitely has a good couple of wounds on it, score marks from magic. It's injured to be sure, but it definitely has an uh, enough anger seething in it that it's not like a
It's
it's
not
not
slowing down.
yeah it's not moving or acting like it's hurt, although it appears to physically be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We'll give it a bit longer, I suppose, and then we turn tail and run. We might want to get closer to the exit.
Fair enough. And I'll hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Go for it. Yeah, 19 hits.
You
Ooh,
cannot
4
get
damage.
damage off.
Because I don't have the invocation. That's the problem. Took other ones.
4 damage though. Were you gonna move or?
Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna move next to the exit, but not go quite into the tunnel yet.
Okay. Vinali.
Alright, I'm going to shift Moonbeam over to like here-ish, so it's still hitting it, but will also hopefully still be hitting it if it moves closer to us. And swiggity swack with the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual rattling. Go.
Oh, and a miss.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I will also move up towards the door.
Cal, I feel like we're being abandoned.
I mean, better than all of us being down here.
Fair.
Alright, Cal, you are also free falling.
I do have a question. Am I able to see with my light of lights? Like, am I able to see if there's anything on the walls as we're going down? Like, any signs of other creatures or anything? As I'm going down. It is probably too far to benefit from it.
Make a perception check. Wow, okay. You're falling for a ways, and I'll say here as you're looking that a couple of how do I say this? Because you're looking you were falling for longer than it took Mitty to react as he started falling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're going further down before you're doing anything than compared to him. But as you're looking around, as you start to get down to the part or around where he started swimming, you see 1, 2, 6 other giant gray spiders like that climbing up the walls at different intervals around the different sides of the tunnels.
Do they're climbing up out of it, they don't seem to notice us, or
Very specific, because you rolled so well. I say very specifically, they don't notice you at all. Their eyes don't track you. Their heads don't swivel to look at you whatsoever. In fact, they seem determined, and as every moment you spend looking at them passes, they move even quicker up, drawn by the vibrations of something up above.
okay.
In other words, they're blind and they only see through tremor sense. You are falling in open air. They can't see you or Mitty.
Wasn't sure if it was just that one or not then. Okay.
Though with Mitty's bassy voice, if he keeps screaming, they might notice
Yeah.
him anyway.
Yeah.
But also with that roll, as you're falling the it's a lot of rock and a lot of it's blurring past you pretty quickly, but you can see at least what's helping all of these massive creatures climb. The whole passageway down is pretty much covered in sticky spider web.
Okay.
So I'll say that's your turn then, Mitty.
Yeah.
You have been swinging towards the wall and are about to sand your face against it. So
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna swing my axe as hard as I can to see if I can try and get it to Cat.
this is just gonna be. I'm trying to ration out this is athletics or just a straight strength check because you're just trying to arrest your momentum with like brute force. Yeah, I'll say this is straight strength. I would say
Okay. Could I make an argument for athletics?
if you'd like to.
It would be like using a climber's pick.
I can see that for climbing, but what you're trying to do at the moment is basically just catch yourself and then use your like raw physical big dick energy to like catch the momentum, right?
Yeah. Do I get advantage on strength checks? Or is that only when I'm raged?
It's only when you're raging, I believe.
Okay. Shit.
Okay. You rear your arm back. Is it like just a normal one-handed axe or?
Yeah.
Okay. Rear your hand back. Strike with all your force, and for a brief moment, it does embed into the wall. You begin to fall, and for a harrowing moment, you do stop as it catches all of your momentum into the axe handle. You feel the wood haft of the axe immediately splinter. The head is still embedded in the wall, but you resume falling, and you take 5, 11. Oh, geez, 16 damage as your arm is practically wrenched out of your shoulder socket. You have resumed falling at a significantly slower velocity than you were. You did disperse energy doing that.
Well,
As soon as you said you were doing that, I was just like, Oh no.
I rolled 3d6 and I got a 6, 5, and a 6. All right. Yeah. Demon's turn.
Makes its moonbeam save.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
failed.
This might be relevant. We'll figure it out. It's 12. What is it plus?
It's more than 2. It succeeds.
It succeeds with a +3.
Ah, damn it.
So half damage, but roll high. No.
Nah. And that's still high for the spell, but not high enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that is above average, but 6 damage. It's around still. It is definitely hurt at this point, however. Which actually is not good for Mish because that gives it advantage on strength checks. 16 plus 5 is 21. Yes, she better roll well.
Cat leg reflexes.
That's athletics. The demon batted away Cal with effortless energy, but perhaps, although it wouldn't care to admit it, the damage it's taking is beginning to wear on it because it tries to bat this impudent cat girl down as well, but she catches the palm against her shoulder and I wouldn't say stand her ground. She slides a little bit, like her boots scraping against the edge, and she's almost pushed off, but she manages to muscle back enough to not be pushed off.
It's a good thing she saved against that poison.
Yeah, right. And she's going to fight back at a natural 20. Holy shit!
Hey!
That's really good for blood hunters.
Avenger.
I did hear him roll that, so he isn't fudging it. I heard the roll on the table.
So that is 10, 16, 20 damage. She just did 20 damage with one stab, and you will watch as the spear point embeds itself into the center of the the demon's chest, right, like at
F-Life 3
this,
confirmed.
right at the like center of his sternum, and the spear point sticks in. He sort of like holds a minute. There's a an intake and a delayed exhale of breath from everyone in this area as the light begins to uh, pour out from the wound of its chest, and then it begins to come out from the other wounds it's taken as well, until the demon begins to crumble into ash and flame, and there's just nothing but a pillar of light left behind. And because it died from radiant damage from Mish, who was a ghost slayer, you all distinctly will see, especially Melanie, um, no red demon soul is left behind. As it perishes and its body is reduced to ash, there is nothing left behind, no soul of any variety.
Finale
But,
just like dusts himself off. I never doubted you for a minute. Taking a step back away from the door.
but that brings us out of combat. The two of you that are still there can see Mish right up against this cliff edge, just shoulders jerking up and down as she breathes heavily from the exertion. But 2 of your party are still in the hole. And that's where we're going to take a quick 5 or 10 minute break.
It reminds me of the whole short. Hold on, I'll post.
Tom Ska.
Yep, Tom Scott.
Yep. I was just gonna do the same thing.